everyone. So I am working on a partnership project with Ace Hardware. I was working specifically with my local Ace, which is in Edgewater, Colorado, to promote their curbside and delivery services. So they kind of came to me and asked if I had a project that I was interested in building, and I immediately thought of my desk situation for work from home. I had just gotten like a cheap desk, expecting to work from home for a month or two and not for it being a full year. So it's been very cramped in my bedroom. I haven't had a lot of space, and I have just needed a better solution, especially since I have a coworker that comes over and works sometimes. So now we have 2 desks in my room and Harper's dog crate, and it's just been stressing me out because I don't have any room in my room / office now, and it's very overwhelming. So I will be working with Ace. I got some wood, I got some power tools, and I will be attempting to build a desk. And if you have any sort of carpentry or woodworking skills, or if that's your thing, go easy on me because this is the first project I've ever tried to build by myself. Okay, so this is what we're currently working with for my desk / bedroom / office / dog crate holder. There's a lot of stuff going on in this room. So we got the dresser area over here. It's nighttime now. Bed's over here. Computer's going off. But yeah, so that's my desk. That's where I've been working since work from home started. And then obviously this is here. So I've used boxes of my books as the desk stand, and then just put a board on top. So I'm going to try to build a desk that goes in kind of like an L shape against the wall and has room underneath for Harper's crate. You just got spades. You got the cone of shame on, don't you? And so the wooden boards I got from Ace are going to be 2 feet by 4 feet. Oh, Harper, that's nice. Are you going to show off the wood for us? So they are going to be a bit further out of the wall than I'd like them to. So I might actually take off half a foot and make it 4 feet by 1.5 feet. So I went back and checked my desk, and my desk is 15 inches. So I'm actually going to only want to take off 5 inches from each side. And then it'll be 19 inches. I'm going to add on 4 inches of space. So if I'm measuring from the edge of the desk to the end of where the bed is, if I pull this out, we've got about 64 inches. Unfortunately, 4 feet is only 48 inches. So we're running a bit short. We still need 63 minus 48, 15 inches. Okay, so now you can see that's gonna be the little box in the corner, that square, and then when added onto this, that's gonna now be 63 inches. Now that I'm looking at it laid out like this, I don't actually need to cut off that piece to make it 19 inches out from the wall, because that's going to be continued desk anyway. So if I have that little extra 5 inches and it ends up being math 63 inches by 68 inches, that's not that bad of a day. Just changing the plan on the fly. I have about 30% of an idea. No, I have like 60% of an idea what I'm doing. So I've got this circle saw from Milwaukee, which is what I'll be cutting the wood with, and then I've got this power drill from Milwaukee, which is what I'll be drilling the wood together with, and then I've got like a bunch of little drawings like this where I've taken some measurements and tried to put in my head what I want to actually make, and so this is probably one of the coolest partnerships I've gotten to do. And I'm not one for heavy lifting, so it was really nice that I just gave them a list of the materials I needed, drove straight up to Ace, turned on my hazard lights, and then a bunch of guys came out with the boards and with the tools and put them into my car for me. So this is actually a cordless circle saw, which means that I will plug it into this battery charger and I will charge her up. That way I can use it without a cord. So the battery comes separately. So this is the charger and this is the battery. The circle saw will take any of the M18s, and then this is also one of the batteries for the power drill that's charging. And so you can see that this one's fully charged. This one's still red, but it looks like we're almost there. As for the power drill, here it is. It came in this cool little bag, Opens up really nicely. I actually really like this. And so this is the power drill, and it came with 2 batteries. It also had its own charger, so he's over here. You can see this one's already charged. Okay, so I've updated my idea to a paper plate drawing. It is definitely not to scale, but it has the measurements in centimeters of how big everything should be so that Harper's crate fits right underneath it, and it doesn't go above the windows too far. It'll be the same height as my current desk, and this part will fit right to the end of my bed, and this part will fit right to the end of the window on that side. And so I took that and I kind of made it a little simpler, and I put down exactly how many boards I would need to cut and how much I would need to cut them to. So this is why we measure twice, cut once, is because I realized that some of my measurements I did in inches the other day, and then the other ones today I did in centimeters. So now I know that, which is going to save me a huge mistake. Alright, so I've now got all the boards measured. You can see the lines on them. I put little letters on them that match letters on this plate so that I know exactly which pieces are going to be for what part of the desk. Batteries are charged. Green means go. So we are going to be taking this guy out. Took a little bit of time getting used to how to use a circle saw, but once you figure it out, it's not actually that hard. My friend Mackenzie came over and she's helping. She sanded all the wood as I was cutting it, and now we're laying it out on a tarp because we had the idea to stain it so that it's the same color as my dresser. The wood stain we're going to use is weathered gray is the color. So I have finished staining the top side of the boards. So they're all stained to match the color of my dresser, and obviously the sun is down now because it got late fast, and I only have one side left to stain though, so I'm just going to flip them over now that they're dry, and I'm going to stain the other side. Alright, so I've brought everything into my room. I'm bringing the boards in one by one. They're all out in the kitchen over there. Got Harper here ready to watch the whole thing. So the Milwaukee drill has this flashlight on it when you start to use it, which is nice when I'm back here where it's dark and I can't see anything. That's going to be right in this part of the plate where you got those shelves. First I was going to do just screwing the nails in and then having the shelves rest on the nails. I probably should have put the shelves in before I screwed both sides on, because now when I go to put the nails in, the power drill doesn't fit. Now I think I'm just going to screw them right in. I don't know. It seemed easier the first way, but now I've just made that more difficult, so. Okay, so I'm standing this up on a tissue box, but I got one of the screws in, and then the other screw's going to go in here. And then we're going to do the same in the back. So I'd say I'm about 40% done right now. This part of the L is pretty much done. So we've got the 3 shelves, the shelf underneath the top of the desk. So I'm going to take this square piece and we're going to nail it in next to this one on the side of this. I've gotten the back corner on. So now the full length of the desk will go from the wall to the bed. So right now I am putting the backs onto the shelves and the top of the desk. Harper's crate is underneath. It serves as the back leg. There's kind of, you can't really see it, but behind the tissue box there's a built-out little storage shelf for Harper's stuff that I don't really care to see, like her brush. Got this big under thing here, and then I'm gonna have some outside shelves. All right, it's now 2 a.m. and everything's set up for work tomorrow. It has been about a month, I think, since I finished building my desk. I made a few adjustments. Okay, so now if you walk in, this is kind of what you come into from my hallway to my bedroom. So obviously a lot more inviting than it used to be. It looks a lot more spacious than it used to as well. So we've got these outer shelves that I had put together, which was actually a mistake because I forgot to cut a board to make the outside part. And then over here, I don't have a coworker working with me anymore, so I've moved the other computer monitor to get 2 screens. Still trying to figure out how to get that one to turn on though. So yeah, I've got my whole setup over here now. Comfier chair, calendar, and then just some Halloween decorations. Leaves are starting to turn. But yeah, so it's I can walk around, I can move without banging into everything, and I'm just a lot happier being in my room. Working with this desk is so much nicer than it had been when I was using my old desk. And if anyone has any type of like home improvement project that they're trying to build on their own, I highly recommend using Ace and their curbside / delivery pickup options. It was so easy for me to at least get the tools I needed to execute on my desk drawing, and yeah, I couldn't be more happy with how it turned out. So thank you to Ace for partnering with me on this, and I have to get back to work.